Grande espíritu, grande abuelo, grande abuela, como soy me presento ante ti. Como soy te pido bendiciones y agradezco el corazón que puso en mí. No más vengo, no más vengo, no más vengo. Grande espíritu, tú sabrás a lo que vengo. A entregar mi corazón, corazón que es lo único que tengo. Let's take a deep breath. Observe your physical perception, your position. Make yourself comfortable. And put one hand in contact with your chest to perceive your clothes, your physical body, your presence and your material reality. Now we can begin our trip from the outside universe to the inside universe. We bring our attention to the surroundings, the faraway sounds and the near ones. We recognize them, give them a name, orientation, speed, quality. And we also observe our brain transforming these inputs into specific information. We bring our attention now to the perfumes and smells that embrace us. One more time, we observe, recognize, and give a name to those emotions and chemical memories that these perfumes and smells are bringing to us. And we will allow ourselves to travel with them, through them, without time and without space. And now we will observe and perceive the temperature in the space where we are. Through our skin and also the warmth of our body through the contact with our hand in the chest. Through our skin, we will perceive now the contact with the clothes, and we will recognize the weight of our body sitting or laying. And now we will use our breath to dive from the outside universe to the inside universe. Through the respiratory system, we will fulfill our lungs of oxygen and we will release the dioxin. During this process, we will observe the miracle of our respiratory system that brings our outside universe to the inside. We bring oxygen and nourishment to our body, fitting our thoughts with air, and we will release our mental, chemical, and physical toxins through our exhalation. In the next inspiration, we will shift from the respiratory system to our circulatory system. We will dive with the oxygen molecules inside of the circulatory system. We breathe in and we swift. Now we can dive into our veins and arteries, visiting all our physical body, organs, cells, systems. We breathe in, bringing light, regenerating, and bringing nourishment to each part of our body. We breathe in and we breathe out. And now we can visualize one single cell. And in the next inspiration, during the apnea moment, we will jump into a single cell, into an atomic level. We breathe in and we jump. Inside of a cell, we can observe electrons, protons, and neutrons, and the space between. Being atomic, we can dive into the cell space. We will dive till we find the nucleus of the cell. And when we get there, we can feel, touch, and perceive the surface of the nucleus. In the next inspiration, during the apnea moment, we will jump into the nucleus of the cell, into a subatomic level. We breathe in and we jump. We are in the nucleus of the cell. This is our soul dimension. Here we are free of time and space. Here we can find our soul truth. We can recognize our essence and remember the capacities we have gave to ourselves before incarnation. Here we have access to new instruments and all we can need for our growth and to get to our mission in life. Remember that our mission is and is going to be always to be completely ourselves and happy. This is our inside universe. Here we are. The soul dimension is perceived as a full and empty space where we can float and be everything at the same time. Here we find the voice of our truth. Here we are into the universe. We are the one. Allow yourself to perceive the calmness, the silence, the beauty. And remember that to bring your attention back to your soul dimension, we will use the apnea as a bridge to come back to this dimension every time we want. And we prepare now to go back from our inside universe to our outside universe, keeping our presence in the soul dimension, from our soul through our body, and expanding from our aura. We will bring our attention step by step from the inside to the outside. We breathe in and we fulfill our body till our skin, and we still expand from our skin through our aura. And now we can go back to the outside universe. We can go back to the sounds, the smells, the perfumes, the temperature, and the miracle of our breath, bringing outside our inside universe. And before we open our eyes and we go back to our daily life, we stop a second to be grateful with ourselves, because every time that we get in touch with our soul, we get in touch with the whole universe. Thank you.